It looks like CO is having a lot of siege tanks and using of course, the annoying Metalopolis siege tank trick, putting a siege tank on his El Naga tower, and that can happily shoot away at this high healed expansion. But as we can see, EGIdrA is now morphing in the Brute Lords, so that is really late game. This is gonna be amazing to see, because Brute Lords, or at least the Brute Lings, are so good against mech play, especially this army composition. He only has a couple of Hellions, which is not gonna be enough against those Brute Lings. Marauders are not good against Brute Lings. Tanks not good against Brute Lings because they'll only shoot themselves, but Vikings, they are good at the Brute Lords, because oh my god, he's taking a lot of damage now and he's losing 2 Brute Lords, which shouldn't have happened. That was really unnecessary, and I'm lagging out at the moment simply because EGIdrA had a Nidus Worm at this location, and thereby he's locking out this expansion. So CEO's really afraid to take that location, because he know that anytime a Nidus Worm can pop out with a couple of Ultras in the group. It looks like he's stimming a lot of Marauders to take out those Ultralists. Are they gonna take it? The SCVs are repairing the Planetary Fortress, and it doesn't really look like... I don't know how this is gonna happen. I think EGIdrA is gonna lose this little battle. But in the meanwhile it looks... oh, never mind, those are just Vikings standing there. But it looks like CO holds this expansion by just repairing his Planetary Fortress and a bit of micro with his Marauders. And Marauders are really good against those Ultralists, because they are robust units. They can take a lot of chops. And what is this? An Overlord fleet. Wah. But the tanks happily is just shooting away at these expansion, and I'm really lagging now. It's 1 FPS, never mind, it's back to normal FPS again. I'm sorry for that lag at the moment, but it's just really annoying for myself as well, because I want to just cast a normal game and then I just lag out extremely on some occasions. It looks like the gold expansion is now mined out for CO. He has a lot of SCVs standing at this expansion, just waiting for more orders to come out, and just EGIdrA is just waiting. He's just waiting for a nice moment to move in, and it looks like that moment might be right now. And I'm gonna pause because my computer is lagging out. Okay, I'm gonna try and continue this with my 5 FPS. It's gonna basically, this is gonna be the ending move for either player. It looks like CO's backing out with his army, simply because there's a lot of Zerglings coming in for this expansion. This is the last mining expansion for CO, and it looks like all of these SCV are gonna try and repair this Planetary Fortress, but all of these Ultralists are coming in, and it doesn't look like CO is gonna be there in time. Look at this going in slow motion. This is amazing. I just put it on normal speed and then it just goes in slow motion. All of these Ultralists are gonna happily chop away at all of these SCVs and even the Planetary Fortress. And is the Planetary Fortress gonna fall? The Planetary Fortress falls. And is CO gonna siege up in time? It doesn't look like he's gonna siege up in time. He's gonna lose a lot of siege tanks, and that might be GG. That basically is meaning GG, because EGIdrA can just happily re-macro this all, and CO doesn't have the minerals, or at least he does. No, he does not have the minerals to re-macro this army, and this looks like it's gonna be GG very soon. It doesn't look good for CO. He has a couple of Marauders and Hellions and tanks here, but the Brutelings happily chopping away at these Marauders, and the Ultralists and Zerglings are just standing here. Now we're going at ultra slow motion, as it seems. This is the last standing Planetary Fortress. There's also one over here where I am with my cursor, but that doesn't matter anymore because that is mined out. The Ultralists are happily chopping away at the Planetary Fortress, and the Planetary Fortress is gonna fall. The tanks are not sieged, they just given up on life because they saw those big choppy Ultralists, and this must be GG. I don't know what CO can do. He's only making 3 Hellions, and Hellions aren't very good at those Ultralists. So that is probably GG. I'm still waiting for it to come up. Those nice Korean logos of the GG. We're going extremely slow to that GG, but we're gonna see it eventually. It looks like IdrA is making 9 Brute Lords, so that is gonna seal the deal in this game. CO's long distance mining. Oh, it does have actually a couple of mineral patches at this expansion. I did not expect that. But does it matter? He's only making 3 Hellions, 2 Vikings and 1 Marauder. Now that is not gonna work against Brute Lords or Ultralists or whatever. So the Ultralists are now gonna intercept the long distance mining from CO, and I'm still waiting for the GG, as well as you are, because I just want to finish it. My FPS is at currently 5 FPS, and now it shoots up at the ending. Yeah, nice job, computer. Thank you. Thank you at being useless for like the most part. And there's the GG, and those are a lot of Brute Lords. Let's see how many he had. He had 12 Brute Lords. Now I had no idea what CO could have done. He played actually really good. He might he should have secured this high heels. He should have secured this expansion way earlier, just putting turrets as he did here, but maybe just a little bit more turrets and just take this expansion and happily mine from that. And I think that cost him the game, just not having that extra expansion while IdrA did, and not doing any harassment whatsoever. And Terran is known for its harassment. I mean, he could have even popped a couple of Marauders into just one Medivac and just, for example, take away this Ultralisk Cavern because there isn't any army here, or take away this Greater Spire or this Infestation Pit. So he didn't do any harassment whatsoever. He just basically played extremely defensive, but not having enough expansions to secure or seal the deal for himself. But that is that. That was a really nice game to see, and TVZ is still an amazing setup to see. And that is that. If you like what you see, make sure to subscribe. I'll try and fix that lag, or at least FPS drops that I have, because that is just extremely annoying to watch. I'm very sorry for it, but I'm just gonna wrap up now. I'll see you guys later.